and welcome back to our coverage of the Origins Game Fair 2017. I'm Eric Summerer here with Mara from Greater Than Games.
Hi.
We have a bunch of stuff to talk about, starting with 3 releases that we're seeing now or very soon.
Yep, so the end of the latter part of this month, you'll see Spirit Island, Exoplanets, and then Lazer Ryderz coming out, but then this is going to be our August release, Fate of the Elder Gods.
All right, so give me a quick description of Spirit Island.
So
What's
Spirit
that one about?
Is a cooperative game where you're playing an island and there's invaders trying to come on your island and you're trying to work to fight to get them to leave your island.
So you're the island.
Yes.
And you're saying get out of here.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're working with the native islanders called the Dahan, who are, cooperatively trying to scare people away and destroy all of those invaders coming to your island.
Excellent. And how long does that play?
It can be about 90-minute play. Yeah,
okay.
Yep. And it's actually, it's got a modular kind of board so that you can have a solo game, actually. And so the board can be played as one solo player, or you can have up to 4 players with this version.
Excellent. Yeah. And that is by the end of June?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, that's Spirit Island.
Yep.
Now let's talk about Exoplanets.
So Exoplanets is a game where you're trying to create a planetary system, and you're just trying to use pieces to create this great planetary system, and work with people on the table to try and prevent them from creating the planets. So, yeah, I've not played this one yet, but it's pretty great. This is the North American release of it. So it was a game that we saw. I think it was at Essen a couple of years ago, and they asked us, did we want to do a Northern America release? And here's that version.
It says 45 to 60 minutes, 13 plus, 2 to 4 players.
Yep.
And this is the non-cooperative.
Correct.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right, and Fate of the Elder Gods, we got to get this into shot because it was off to the side.
So Fate of the Elder Gods is a great game. So everyone is all familiar with Arkham Horror, where Richard Launius actually worked on this with us and created Fate of the Elder Gods.
Okay.
So yes. So he is really excited about the fact that you're playing the cultist and you're trying to raise up your god and take over the world, as opposed to trying to
this is from the other side.
It's from the other side.
Okay.
Yes. The board is absolutely beautiful on this. All the miniatures in there are there. It just turned out really fabulous. This is the first time I've actually seen the copy from the manufacturer. So.
It's got the nice spot UV.
Yes.
It's all the tentacles are shiny.
Yes.
It's a pretty looking board. Who did the art on this?
So we have a combination of artists. Nolan Nasser did a lot of the art on this for us.
Okay.
So, and he's actually here. You can come and visit him.
Cool.
Yeah.
and if you wait a month, you said August.
This one comes out in August. This will be right before Gen Con. And then last but not least, I don't have anything to show for it right now, but we have Sentinel Comics RPG coming out.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right. But now, we sped through those because I got to see this a few months ago in prototype form, but this is the production copy.
This is the production copy.
This is called Lazer Ryderz, but it comes, let's move these to the center because you have to see the packaging on this.
Yes.
It looks like video cassettes, VHS cassettes, and so each player in this game gets their character in these, they look like they're bashed up, that they've been on a shelf for
they're distressed on
years.
purpose. Yep.
And so then all of your player pieces are inside this tray.
Yep. Everything you need to play is each of the trays, and this is the 4-player. So everything you just pull right out.
All right. So what is Lazer? What is it?
So Lazer Ryderz is a light cycle racing game. You're speeding through space, trying to capture these prisms.
Yep.
And you're trying to cut off everybody else so that they can't capture the prisms before you do.
Yes.
The person to capture 3 prisms is actually the winner. And how you do so is you're using this little guy here to go back and forth in different gears. So you can either choose to start off in like a high gear and go gear 4 and just speed off towards the prisms. Now, if you're hitting other people's prisms on the board, though, you can crash and everything explodes. So so the name of the game is to try and capture 3 of these prisms.
Yeah.
The amount of players dictates how many prisms you have out on the board. You randomly toss them out in the beginning of the game.
Okay.
And then you're trying to play to try and capture said prism. So I want to speed off at the speed of lightning here and speed off in gear 4. And then what I'm trying to do is get this to go all the way through the prisms to capture the prism.
So just entering the prism isn't enough. You have to go all the way through.
All the way through.
Okay.
Now, if I were to hit that prism, say like this, and I just miscalculated because you're not allowed to pre-measure.
Right.
Uh-oh, I've just bumped it off to the side into space.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
you need like a direct hit on the prism.
You need a direct hit. You need to go directly.
Prisms are
through.
hard. You need to hit them hard to break them.
Now the fun thing is, so the fun thing is you're starting off at the beginning of the game, and you're blindly picking what gear you want to start at. So you're like trying to line it up with the prisms, and you're like, okay, I want to start off in gear 3. Then you start off in gear 3. If somebody else has picked gear 3, because you get to start in gear 1.
Oh.
So you're kind of puttering off the start line instead of speeding off into space.
Can you only go up or down one gear?
You can only go up or down one gear, and so I would unfortunately be going off at the speed of not light and not being able to get very close. But you cannot pre-measure, so you can't be like, I want to use this angle versus another angle, because you'll notice that they're different angles, so I don't know if you can see that.
Whoa.
So
it's like a tight curve and a not so tight curve. And
to successfully do a turn, there is a die in here that I cannot seem to locate at the moment. Aha, I see you, die. So come out, little guy. You have to try and roll the die to be successful at a turn. A 3 or better, whatever gear you're in, will get me that turn.
Right.
I did not get that turn, oh no. So, unfortunately, I have to do a straight 3 now instead of a 3 turn.
The turns are more difficult.
Right.
And if you fail on the turn, you go straight because you didn't balance properly.
I didn't get that turn good.
This is a semi-transparent die.
Yes.
With sparkles in it.
Everything 80s that you could possibly think
This is, so I don't know. I don't know if we can get this effect on the camera as we shine it on the lights, but there is a reflective effect on these that is like a prism pinwheel sort of thing. This is 80s-tastic to the max.
Yep, it's totally tubular.
Okay, so you said this was coming in August as well?
This actually is out later this month.
Later this month, so June.
Yeah, we will.
You'll be able to get, I mean, it says in original series box set on the outside of the box. It's also like a holographic sticker. Yep. This is amazing. Yep. Really looking forward to getting this to the table.
We are too. We're very excited about this. Yep.
Mara, thank you very much for spending some time with us. Thank you for watching.
Let's do some questions.
Okay.
And then we're gonna take a look at that because that looks really cool. You said you haven't really seen it yet. The final.
I haven't seen this. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen it. Yeah.
Probably check that out. Lazer Ryderz. That's the way that's packaged. That's one game, right? It just looks like multiple games because of the packaging.
Correct. Okay. Each of the VHS tapes are individual characters. So you got 4 characters. So.
Okay. What's the MSRP on that?
So this one is $29.95.
$29.95. Okay. Cool. Someone was asking. You briefly touched on an RPG. I think you said in the multiverse.
So yes,
setting.
So we do have our Sentinel Comics RPG coming out right before Gen Con, actually. Okay. So it'll be available in stores like a couple days before Gen Con, but the big release is definitely going to be Gen Con this year.
That's an RPG.
It's a full-on RPG. It's a very comprehensive RPG.
Okay. So. Someone was asking if there were going to be any more games set in the multiverse.
Absolutely.
And that's one, but is there something else you guys are looking at to grow that world?
The Sentinel Comics itself, there won't be any more of the storyline of the Sentinel Comics of the multiverse, but there is going to be other titles within the Sentinel Comics universe.
Okay.
So Christopher definitely has all kinds of ideas that he'll be playing off and doing different games with, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Exoplanets. Someone was asking. That was a Kickstarter, yes?
Yes.
Someone was asking when the backers would be receiving that. If you had an ETA for that.
That one actually should be later this month.
Later this month. Yep. Okay, sounds good. Spirit Island question. Apparently, on the Kickstarter, there was a way in which you could play with 6 players. There was an extra board or something like that would allow you for 6 players.
So yes, you could combine boards and have up to 6 players. So this is modular in that you can put the boards together in a way that you can do 1 solo to 4 players, and you could easily add boards to do 6.
So if you wanted to play with 6, are there map tiles that are going to be available eventually that people can buy?
That is the plan. Okay. Yes, and we have an expansion that adds more characters too that's already available. But our next expansion will definitely be more tiles for sure.
Got it. Okay, good. Let's take a look at Fate of the Elder Gods, because I don't have any other questions in here, but I want to see that game. I love me some Cthulhu.
We all do. So the board is absolutely gorgeous. It came out really well.
And this is, I mean, this is what every copy of the game is going to look like.
Absolutely,
with that printing on. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but it is really cool looking. It's a strange shaped board too. It's not square, it's not circular. It's strange stuff. Okay.
Yep. So these are the miniatures. And
this looks like it's been given a wash?
Yep. It is straight from the manufacturers, have a wash on them.
Sweet.
You can see,
okay, neat. Very cool. And then some of these little cultists. I know. You're just gonna have to hang on for a moment, Internet. I'm checking this out.
Yeah, it turned out it exceeded our expectations. We're very thrilled with how this game came out.
It looks great. It looks fantastic. And this is
these are your different characters here.
This is co-op. I forget if you mentioned that.
So this is a game where you are trying to pit yourself against. You are trying to raise your own god. So not necessarily co-op.
Okay.
So.
When is this going to be available again?
This is available in August.
Okay, sounds good. And what's the MSRP on it?
The MSRP is $79.95 for this one. Yeah.
Okay. It's great. Looks really good.
Yeah,
it's a very attractive board for sure.
Yeah, we're very thrilled with how it turned out. So
this guy looks great. Yeah. Do you want to tell everybody where they can maybe contact you or the company if they have any other questions, if they have any queries?
So they absolutely can go to greaterthangames.com and purchase the games, ask questions via any of the questionnaires online. They can also hit us up on social media, Facebook, Twitter. They can always are welcome to ask questions there. Email us directly at contacts@greaterthangame. We're available in all different ways for people to reach us. So
okay, sounds good.
All right.
Good talking to you. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Oh.